The electromagnetic light spectrum. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of the electromagnetic light spectrum. I'm assuming you have through school and basic elementary education. If you haven't, Google it real quick. It is you'll pull up a lot of different graphs of what the electromagnetic light spectrum is, going up to gamma rays and all the way down to radio waves. It's basically everything on a vibrational level that exists, right? So it's kind of like everything that we can see, everything that observes, and then beyond that. So we have the light spectrum, right? That gives us this ability to see, right? But the way that we see it is through our nervous system. And our nervous system is the thing that's constantly evolving. Our nervous system and our immune system are closely related, right? Our nervous system and our bones and our muscles are closely related. Everything is interconnected and intertwined within the body. And there are evolutions in muscle and bone and stuff like that, and stuff changes, but the thing that changes the most is our nervous system. It's like an electrical system, and it gives us the ability to perceive reality. And depending on what's going on in our nervous system, which utilizes the body on a cellular function for vibrational memory, meaning that like we hold emotional functions and emotional memory or memories of emotions in our body's cell memory. And we do it with frequency, with vibration. Like, for instance, kind of like how we record a record, right? We will sing into the, like old school vibes, right? Is like the megaphone type thing. It's like a reverse megaphone that takes the vibrations and funnels it down into a needle that then wiggles at the vibration that we're singing and then marks those as the record turns, right? And it will cut a record, right? Literally cut into the plastic. And then you play that back on with a reverse cone that comes out from the needle, and you will hear all of that, right? So we are utilizing our experience to cut a record, and we're doing it on our nervous system, and it's doing it to us, right? So physics has proven that we are in a giant feedback loop. We are in a giant feedback universe where everything inside of you on a vibrational level is attracting through magnetism or love, very similar functions. But you are literally an electromagnetic function, right? You have an electromagnetic field that is two things, electricity and magnetism, right? Your immune system, your nervous system is electricity. It's like your electrical system. So it is the thing that we are perceiving our reality with, okay? The problem is that if you look up the electromagnetic light spectrum, you're only seeing a tiny little slit of everything that's going on. And just to put that into perspective a little bit, look around the room that you're in. Look around at everything you can see. Look at everything that is going on, okay? Now take into account everything you've ever seen, right? Like the most expansive version of everything you've seen. Like for me, I live near the Grand Canyon. Really good way to say it, right? Like, whoa, really like starts to put things into perspective, okay? I can see a lot, right? Wrong. We can't. We cannot see that much. Now, if you take the electromagnetic light spectrum, which is vast, it is really low frequencies to really high frequencies, right? What we can see, which is visible light, which is everything that's around you, which is everything in the most expansive form of a vision or of a function you've seen, is 0.0035%. I'm going to say it again. 0.0035% is visible light of everything that we know of going on around you. So what you're seeing, which seems like a lot around you, is 0.0035% of what actually exists around you. Less than a 0.5%, less than it is a tiny, tiny fraction of a percent. It is so small that if you were able to see even a whole percent, it would be like 10 times more going on, like more than 10 times. I need to do the math on that. But it's just 1%, right? I hope this is like hurting your brain a little bit, and I hope it hasn't totally broken it. But as we develop the nervous system and we allow our body to feel emotions, because that's where we stop evolving our nervous system, is we get in the way of feeling emotions. And we only do it with negative emotions. So we get in the way of feeling negative emotions, right? Which limits our capacity for positive emotions too, because it's one system. Your emotional mechanism is one system, not a separate for positive and a separate for negative, okay? So the more you allow yourself to be in your body, to feel shitty, I know, so stupid, the more reality you are going to be able to perceive, which means you will have more access to reality, to what's actually going on, which we're very far from understanding all that is, okay? So take what it is that's in front of you. Take the problems that you have in your life. Take the things that you struggle with, the things that you hate, and I want you to realize that that's coming out of you and that there's a physical experience with it, okay? And give yourself even a fraction of a percentage of your day to be in it, which will mean you are making progress. Now, one of the easiest ways to start doing it, because you'll notice when you pull these things up and you start noticing that the stuff you don't like, stuff you hate, you'll start noticing that as soon as you start bringing it up, you're going to feel tension in your body, and your breath is going to be shallow or almost non-existent. So the way to engage or reverse that function is to start breathing. So breathe. It's the main and beginning access point to regulating a nervous system and expanding your nervous system, which means more reality, more wonderfulness. And we're all looking for more. We are. So I hope this gave you a little perspective. And if you have questions, let me know. I'm here to help.